Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Today's decision or today's press release by the Kashmiri Migrant Teachers Association actually rebutting Arvind Kejriwal for his lies is teaching us a very important lesson. But before we go to the lesson part, I just want to recap what happened. Can we have the slide, please? So if you look at the press release that the Government School Teachers Association announced, they said that KMT, that's how they call themselves, they approached the Delhi High Court on June 6th, 2010. On May 2015, they got a single bench verdict in their favor. By that time, remember, Mr. Kejriwal is already the chief minister. Now, then what happens is, the Kejriwal government then challenges this, and this thing goes to a full bench. And that happens, I think, in 2018, the divisional bench gives the verdict again in favor of the KMT. But the Kejriwal government is not about to give up. They appeal this and take it to Supreme Court. Now, for this Dumbo to now claim credit that he was the one who allowed this to happen is the height of lies. Now, what is the lesson we are taking away from this? You know what? Mr. Kejriwal knows that Kashmiri migrant teachers and their families are not his vote bank. He's not going to lift his little finger to help them. What he also knows is that his vote bank is something else. But shouldn't he be governing for everybody? And how do you make these kinds of dumbos to make sure that you will also be noticed and you will also be taken care of? Viewers, we have to start thinking as a Sanatani mindset. We can no longer think, I'm a Kashmiri, I'm a Tamilian, I'm a Madrasi, I'm a Kerala guy. That's not going to help you, because couple of calculations these Dumbo politicians are doing. It started with Samajwadi Party. DMK has perfected it into an art. You will start seeing it even with other parties that are supposed to be nationalist parties like the CPM. They all find out that I want a guaranteed vote bank. And then that guaranteed vote bank is pampered, really pampered. Unless the Hindu majority unites as a single voice and says, if you don't do this, we will not vote for you, these people will keep on doing this. And I'm saying this for the BJP also. BJP seems to want our vote to come to power, and then they forget. So there are situations where the community has to look for itself, and don't let the politicians dictate to you what they can and they cannot do. The Kashmiri migrant teachers, I'm telling you, if you go back, cast your eyes back about 40, 50, 60 years, most teachers in almost all of India, and including what used to be India, like for example, Akhand Bharat, the teachers were Brahmin, because they were told that this is the biggest, most noble profession, because they were shaping the minds of the future. Go back and read what Abdul Kalam had said about his growing up days, or Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar had said about his growing up days. They always said their success, they attributed to the Brahmin teacher who had told them that this is how you should aim for in life. So why is it that as all these regional parties are single-handedly taking aim? Because the Brahmins don't fight back. But this is not about Brahmins. Don't get me wrong. This is about Sanatanis. They want to divide us, especially this lousy DMK government. Now I'm hearing that because they elected one corporator from West Mambalam, which is a mostly Brahmin-dominated constituency, they are taking square aim at that. They have gone and confiscated the Ayodhya Mandap, showing that this is a this is a Madras High Court judgment. You have to go inside and look at it, full of holes in it. HRC shouldn't be taking over this particular place, but that's a different matter. But what it is the people of that constituency are being penalized. So that will be the next step. But most important thing that we need to understand is the big lesson. Hindus need to start speaking in one voice, and also whenever there is an issue that they need to take it up full-throated. don't let go. And this is something that we are also finding success in the United States now. Whenever we are seeing causes where there is an attempt to divide the society, we are fighting back, and we are fighting back hard. Look at the case that the caste discrimination case, as well as that the Hindutva conference that they wanted to do. The HUA and a few other organizations sent so many emails that many university servers crashed, and then they realized that their logos were being appropriated or misappropriated. Then they started taking action. The DGS just collapsed, and they wanted to do the same thing in Oxford. Well, guess what? The first one itself didn't do well, so Oxford itself also failed. So they're not going to stop. They're going to keep coming back, because for far too long, the majority community of Sanatanis has been quiet. It is time to rise up and fight for what is right. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and also click on the bell button. Namaskar.